Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Firestorm Shannon, and I'm here to do a reading for Libra. I'm coming to you from my home location. Yay! I don't have to be at the shop working or watching anybody or expecting company. I can relax and enjoy, and I've been in my warm sweater all day. It's about 30 degrees here in Texas, so it's our first deep freeze tonight we're going to be getting into. And so yeah, we're just snuggle bugging it in Libra. So we're going to go ahead and just see what's popping for you guys in the month of December, which is right upon us. All right, we're going to be using the well, I'll tell you what decks we're using. The Wild Unknown Tarot. And then we're also using the Spirit Animal deck, Kim Kranz. Okay, and this, I believe, is this Hecate. Hecate has the key. No, this is Hecate. Which I feel so terrible now. I can't remember her name. Daggone it! It's one of my goddesses I just got. But I have Hecate here. I know she's the one that has the key. Actually, the key's missing from both of them, but here's my Hecate goddesses. I guess I could light her up too. What is the other goddess's name here? Artemis, I think. Let's see where you can see her. Right here? Okay, put it right there. I'm going to put me right in the middle of the goddesses. How's that sound? Making a little room, making some quick adjustments. Here we go. Just as easy as that. Okay, if you're new here, welcome. I am a spiritual reader. I channel. I'm a singer, so I hear songs constantly. So you'll find me probably channeling a song to you or two. I do like to use a variety of decks. They just have different symbolisms and pictures, so we grab a different idea of what's popping with you. So they can vary. Interpretations can vary based off of intuition, imagery. And remember, guys and gals, this is a collective general reading, and so therefore it's not going to be personal. If it does happen to resonate with you, though, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel, leave me comments or message, or feel free to book me for a private reading. All the information is in the description box below. Let's go ahead and start with the singles. 3:03 on the clock. There's your intro. Singles. What's popping for the single Libras? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Tighten it in. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, hang on 1 second. I'm like, write it down, write it down, write it down, Shannon. So I was like, you know, and then I started seeing pictures of you guys making lists. Checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Uh-oh, 2 of Cups in the reverse, the Hermit, 10 of Cups in the reverse, 2 Swords in the reverse, Father of Swords in the reverse, ugh. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Some of you guys are lonely. Whoever I'm talking to is really lonely. You've been staying in a lot, maybe hermiting, going within. But the 10 of Cups in the reverse means you're really not happy, and 2 of Swords is in the reverse. So you know it. It's like you're trying not to see it, but you know it. And I think you're being kind of stern with yourself, Libra, because there you are in the upright. Like, I want to know what love is. Want you to show me. Hey, I want to feel. I told you I channel songs. I want to feel what love is. You've given a lot of money to people. You've sent a lot of messages. You've gone to dating sites, and you still haven't found King of Cups they're showing me in the upright. Okay. Singles, they're lonely. They're lonely. What do we do to help the singles in December? What is the best, most encouraging words? What do they need to focus on in December? What focuses do you need in December, singles? 9 of Cups. They need you to focus on your wish fulfillment. You got to imagine it. You got to dream it. You got to wish it. You got to think it into existence. You got to believe you're worthy to have your wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups is a yes card. Say yes to yourself. Say yes to the dress. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Libra. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Don't know why I'm getting Bible songs, Sunday school songs. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. So it's a choice, and you're gonna, you'll get what you want. Okay. Ooh, what's this? I'm getting nervous reading your cards. Shan. Some of you guys are feeling a little obsessive about your point of view. Like I've got a Daughter of Cups. So that's a young feminine who's in the upright. And then we have a Devil in between her and a Son of Cups who is in the reverse. So the masculine is not matching the feminine's energy. It feels like this is a younger person, and that you're younger. Doesn't feel like you're older. But you're looking at a guy who doesn't match your energy. And you're like, but I want him. Oh, but see, you don't want him. You want to know why you don't want him? Because he gets involved in third-party energies, 3 of the Cups in the reverse, and the Son of Pentacles. He's not financially stable. Son of Pentacles. Okay, so vice versa. This can be same sex. I don't care. I don't judge. I'm looking at a feminine energy that's looking to a divine masculine energy, and the divine masculine energy is not matching hers, but she still wants him anyway. Okay. Why do you still want this person? 7 of Cups. It's a fantasy. You're caught in some sort of love spell or an illusion. Maybe, you have really good times together when you are together, but then something happens to where it just turns out to not be like you thought it was supposed to be. So they're just saying you're caught in a fantasy. Okay. So, who is it that, actions and advice. Let's do this. Actions and advice for the singles who are dealing with situations such as this. Actions and advice, Spirit. 6 of Cups in the upright. I like it in the upright. How you're going to manifest what you really, really, really want, single people, is you're going to have to remember something from the past when you were happy, when you felt rooted and grounded. You got to feel that energy again. Now, yes, there might have been some illusions because the 7 of Cups was just here before about what that is. I want to know what love is, but it's still there. Okay, don't put a bunch of weed killer on the roots of this tree. You still have roots, and there is still a lot of opportunities here for you to make even more memories. So you are encouraged to make new memories at this time based off of being rooted and grounded. Okay, not a fantasy. So think of something in your life that made you feel very rooted and very grounded or safe. And some of you guys might go back to childhood and remember a parental figure that made you feel safe, because the 6 of Cups can mean childhood memories as well. It doesn't mean going back to someone from the past. We're not talking about returning to people from the past. Although that could happen for some of us. I've heard about those high school reunions and things like that. 50 years later, they might meet up again, and that could happen for sure for some of us. But the energy I was pulling said daughter and son, and that felt like younger energy. Didn't say mother and father. So, we have the Fool at the bottom of the deck. So this is going to require you to be brave and courageous, and to be vulnerable, and to be willing to start over again from scratch. This is a little chicken, but Spirit's with you. Don't be chicken. I'm thinking about the objects in the mirror are larger than they appear. You got to look at yourself and say, you know, I deserve happiness. I am rooted and grounded, and I do have a perfect match for me, and I'm willing to try again. But, you know, if you're getting those red flags about unmatched energy, then I'd recommend you choose peace and move on quickly, in my opinion, but we'll just see. Any additional advice for the singles? I think we're going to be wrapping it up here. Well, that's just too many. We got a big old stack here, and we got one over here, the star. I'm only going to take the one that's hiding. They all came out like flipped over like this. I'm only taking this one because there's shitloads. Come on, you guys. All right, come on. It's like, in a nutshell, it's another card of a wish fulfillment. You are the star player here. Okay, it's hope and healing, but I'll tell you what these mean. This is the Four of Pentacles. It's in the reverse, so we already talked about dealing with someone not stable. We have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy, so a person who's stuck that you're dealing with, and then the Ten of Swords, so it's going to end. And that's Taurus energy. See that Taurus? It's got right through the head that took him out, that spear. Taurus is the ruler of the second house, which has got to do with your security and your stability. This person doesn't have any. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. It feels like you've been your defenses have been a little weak towards this person. Because of the illusion. You've got the Six of Cups in the past, but it's in the reverse, so it's talking about remember the negative side of that relationship. Because we had you in the upright, rooted and grounded. This person keeps you unrooted and ungrounded, and your roots are exposed to frost and the winter, the elements. Okay. And then it says the Seven of Swords in the reverse. You got a sneaky person. They could be a cheater or a liar. The Sun card here is something's being brought to the light. It's the happy card, but it also, with all these other weird energies, it's like something being exposed, coming to the light. And then it's the Mother of Wands. You realizing that you really are beautiful and you deserve better. Your actions and your passions shine brightly. And so why else would you ever settle for all of this? Person they have no money, they're broke. So just so you know. All right, this is for the singles in December. Those of you who are dealing with any kind of thing like that, leave me a comment in the messages below. I really appreciate it. Let me know if it resonates. If you want to book a personal reading, let's move on to couples. All right, this portion of the reading is for couples or married couples, those in committed relationships. Let's see what's popping for you in December. For Libra, what do they need to know for their best and highest good, predictions, or anything that would help them in self-help, self-worth, intimacy, kindness. Star card, hope and healing. All right. Couples, this is for Libra couples. What do they need to know for December? Please. Thank you. Mother of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Father of Wands in the reverse. Okay, there's trouble in paradise. The Lovers in the reverse. Uh-oh. Daughter of Pentacles in the reverse. Financial problems. Uh-oh. The Moon in the reverse. Secrets coming out. Somebody's hiding something about finances or money. The Hanged Man in the reverse. Can't hide it anymore. Your stability has been shaken. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Ten of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. It's got to do with family and financial troubles. Okay. Let's do another shuffle for the other. Let's see if we can get any different kind of energies. What can you tell us that's positive for the couples, please? came out for singles. Came out in the reverse for couples. Couples, two are stronger together than one. So Libras, a lot of you guys are going to be experiencing some sort of ending that is not going to end pretty in December. It's not going to hurt as bad for you because you have someone there to lift you up. But those around you who are single, just keep your eye out on them because they don't have any support. They deserve better. So this came out twice here. We can't lie it. So what is this Ten of Swords, please, for Libra? Somebody won't leave. Somebody will not leave a loveless relationship. Now, this doesn't have to be you. This could be someone you're dealing with. It could be like a daughter. Say you're a parent and you're watching your daughter go through a betrayal and she's refusing to leave. Eight of Cups in the reverse, the Daughter of Wands in the reverse. Could be dealing with a fire sign. Doesn't have to be, but someone that gets very fired up, very passionate. Says it's a feminine energy. With the Ace of Cups in the reverse. You feel very betrayed by this. I'm picking up on a storyline. You know, this is only probably be for a few of you, but it is definitely about, I see parents concerned about their children who are involved in toxic relationships. And especially during the holiday seasons. I feel very emotional right now. I feel that very strongly. Couples. So you might be helping people out. They might be sending you messages, might be traveling to you, needing some help. They might need your support at this time. Okay? That's what I see for you. I'm not going to extend this out because it's not lovely, but it is lovely because you get to be the one that gets to help in the situation. Bring some sort of helping hand, a place to stay, a shoulder to cry on, but you really can't interfere too much more than that. Because, well, we have free will, you know? But I just see you trying to mediate, like being an in-between person. Starfish in the reverse, fishy in the reverse. Someone really showed their ass, didn't they? Starfish in the reverse. This is about you being your true authentic self, but in the reverse it's like, you know, bringing the wrong kind of attention to yourself. The camel in the reverse is someone who's lost their endurance to be able to tread through these difficult terrains of desert ground, and it feels like a clash between needing to get some emotions grounded, having trouble. So it is going to be a time for swimming against the current, going against, you know, the waves. But spirit is stronger than the circumstance or the person. We have a raccoon. Have you ever seen a raccoon steal a fish? I have. I go in there and get my koi fish out of my koi pond when I used to have one and eat them. They're thieves. They come to rob, steal, kill, and destroy. So that's an emotional loss. Emotional thief here. Spirit is all over this. I believe this is you. The dragon sees everything. Libra, you see everything. You know exactly what's going on. And, you know, you've been around for a long time. You have old souls. So you'll see things very clear and very balanced. And you'll have some sort of wisdom to share. Okay? With the owl showing up here, you'll have some messages of wisdom that you'll be able to offer. But you will be dealing with someone that's a bit of a jackass, just so you know. They might laugh a lot, heckle. They might have a really weird laugh, a loud laugh. Think about coyotes out in the woods. Think about we're in between worlds right now with the moon. You see the moon there? It's right in the middle, half moons. We're just now getting into the winter solstice time period, and the trees are getting bare, and you're starting to see the hyenas and the coyotes, the things that have been hiding, are suddenly brought attention to because they can't hide through the trees anymore. So, I do see you giving these are your spirit animal totems, by the way. I do see you giving somebody a shelter with the oyster here, protection, while they're healing on the inside. And then the earthworm rejuvenates, so rejuvenation is indicated. So I do see you helping to protect others while they heal and rejuvenate. It is going to sting with the stingray. Remember that guy, the stingray, the Australian guy who got speared by a stingray? He used to go and hang out with those wild creatures. He had a TV show on and stuff like that. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Something that's supposed to be beautiful and peaceful turned out to end up deadly with that tail. The lion is in the reverse here, Leo energy. So I hope we're not dealing with a cowardly lion here, okay? Somebody just needs help. That's all I can see for you guys. Couples, so that's what I have for you. Moving on next to career. Okay, are you still there? This portion of the reading is going to be for those who have career or finance questions. Career and finance questions for Libra for December, please. What do they need to know? Please make it good. Give them some good news, please. Get a good mix of cards. Please make this positive. It is what it is, folks. So, career or finances, wherever you place yourself, we're under judgment. You're making a judgment call to answer the call. My goodness, look at all those bats. Isn't that a beautiful image? Releasing all those bats to the Holy Spirit, into the light, out of the darkness into the light. Like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone before the morning comes. We'll see what happens. No. That was Meatloaf. Been channeling them a lot tonight. We have the Mother of Swords. There you are, Libra. Making an executive decision as the divine feminine mother. And we have a Father of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That you're having a conversation with that requires a good judgment call in finance and career. Okay. This person could be stuck, and you have the key because you're stable and you have security. We have the Hangman in the reverse. They need help. This is kind of going back to that couples reading in a way, that the Hierophant, you have the key to open the door to set someone free. We have the 10 Cups in the reverse and the 2 of Cups in the upright, and then we have the 9 of Pentacles. So, okay. All right, let's see. I feel like I'm dealing with someone here who is struggling in their finances or in their career at this time. And this person has the power and the ability to motivate themselves to be independent. Independence, 9 of Pentacles. Self-sufficient. But they're looking to you for their happiness for some reason. they've got some sort of perspective off. That's why they're saying you need to have the judgment call about how much you give to this situation. Entrepreneurs, self-employed, for some of you, your partner could be missing you if you're committed and you have to work long hours. You get stuck at work. Okay, this is what I'm getting. I'm getting a message for someone who is starting their own business or working for themselves, something like that. You know, not necessarily corporate America. Okay? One of the very first things I was taught when I started working for myself in my early 20s, and it was the words of wisdom. We were working for a homeowner and putting a swimming pool in their house, in their yard, and they had their own business. They worked from home. And I remember the words of wisdom the man said to me, because he wanted to know how long we'd been in business. I said, we're just getting started. We've got lots of professional experience, but as far as working for ourselves, you know, this is our first go at it. He goes, well, let me tell you, one of the hardest things to learn is self-discipline. When you work for yourself, you have to tell yourself what time to get up, what time to get out of bed, what time to go to bed. You have to have a very strict schedule. You have to treat it like it's a real job, like you still work for America, corporate America or something like that, you know, or you won't be successful. So most people fail because they get a little lackadaisical by thinking that, well, I work for myself now, so I can, you know, do whatever I want. And when it comes down to it, you really do work for somebody in the end. It might not be corporate America, but you work for somebody else, even if you're offering your services, okay? So you're going to have to make a judgment call here about where to take action, and you're going to have to use logic and common sense, because this looks like it could affect a married couple, potentially with the Hierophant and the Two of Cups being here. But the Ten of Cups in the reverse is like, like being put to forced labor in a way because of a situation that requires judgment. What's the judgment call? Clarify judgment, please. Daughter of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a divine feminine or feminine energy that is a little financially unstable, maybe overspends, doesn't know how to budget, doesn't understand how to budget. That's how I'm seeing it. Doesn't really have that financial stability thinking yet. So they're probably going to require a teacher with the Hierophant here. Okay, and they might not like it if you say, well, I'm going to have to work some extra hours, or I'm going to have to get up a little bit earlier, or I'm going to have to be a little more disciplined if we're going to do this. You know, I mean, self-employed people, they lose insurance. They have to find other ways to get it. They lose benefits. They have to figure out other ways to get those benefits. It takes time. Most businesses fail before the first 5 years of existence. So just use good judgment, and that judgment requires a little bit of patience while you're teaching and growing and together as a couple. It does look like I'm seeing a couple here that it's affecting your career, is affecting your home or your relationships, okay? But it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, we ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and ramen noodles for years. And I still have some ramen noodles in the pantry that I got on sale for 9 cents, just in case I need it for an emergency. Or actually, we made some banquet Popeyes that were 89 cents just today. Like, and they're good. I mean, I don't eat that way all the time, but it's like you start to pick and choose, because we're like, my business, we're seasonal. So we're not working right now. That's why I'm here with you. I'm having all this extra time to work on this channel. So that's what I have for those of you who are interested in career and finances. That turned out to be like a specific personal reading again, but okay. That'll drop something. Next, this is for the cross watcher. We're closing your reading. What would you like to say to the cross watchers? What would Libra like to say to those who are cross watching on them? I hope you're happy. That's what I just heard. I hope you're happy. I didn't hear it sarcastically. I just heard, I hope you're happy. Like, peace. I hope you're happy. Okay. From Libra to the cross watcher, the moon. Some sort of mystery, some sort of secret, some sort of illusion, or is it deception? So Libra's saying, I see the deception, I see the illusions, I see the, you know, with the Five of Swords here, I see you want to win at all costs. I feel it. My intuition is telling me that you want to win at all costs. I feel it. You could be dealing with a narcissist, Libra. Just saying. Doesn't have to be, but we have the Empress. Libra says, I know my value. I'm stable, I'm structured, I'm nurturing, I'm caring, I'm grounded, I have fruit to show. And then the Eight of Wands is a message coming through. So even though you're not saying anything, Libra, to the cross watcher, you feel them. You feel that they want to win you at all costs. They want to travel with you, travel towards you, or send you messages. You're picking up on those messages in the spirit realm because the moon card is like secrets that are not talked about, or a deception, okay? But Libra sees through it. They're getting probably telepathic downloads. It could be reading your mind. Libras are very, very intelligent. Okay? It's hard to get too much past them. This is the energies that are hidden on the bottom of the deck. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups in the reverse, which is telling me that it's not going to work because there's a lack of love or a lack of creativity. So someone is trying to build. They want to work on it with you. Where are you? Okay, they want to rebuild the spider. She can rebuild her little web within a, you know, the next day. You blow it down and I'll be right back again. Hey, knocking at your door. Let's work on it. Come on. We could do some counseling. We could, you know, try to get up this mountain together. You know, let's work on it. We could build a dream. But then this Ace of Cups in the reverse goes, I don't love you. Ace of Cups is, I don't love you. There's no new start here. There's no new love. Seven of Cups, saying that you're in an illusion. Ooh, the Mother of Wands in the reverse. Okay, this can be the other woman. Now, it doesn't always have to be, but wands indicate passion, fire signs, and it's always the indication of sex. There is a Mother of Wands here who is protecting her nest egg. It's in the reverse. I mean, I wouldn't mess with her. That snake's gonna bite. But this person has their own family. It feels like the other woman. Or maybe they're just picking up on, maybe you're just picking up on, Libra, where this would go eventually, or this has already happened. I don't know, you know, but I see another woman, I see an illusion, I see a lack of love and respect. Someone who wants to try to build on that, and you know it, but they're not saying anything. The good thing is you know your value and you're holding your place, okay? I don't see it getting past Libra's eyes, so good luck, cross-watcher. Forgive me, I'm losing my voice. Been reading for a few hours now. I hope this has been helpful, funny, good, satisfying, pleasant, unpleasant. I don't care. I don't know. If it resonates, just feel free to leave me comments. Messages are fine too, and like and subscribe. You can also book a personal reading with me, and we'll talk again later. Bye.